Yesterday was International Overdose Awareness Day, and Oakville's Resiliency for Recovery Youth Support Group hosted a candlelit vigil to show their support for those in our community battling addiction and mental health issues, and to remember those who have overdosed and been lost to this tragic issue that is finally getting the attention it deserves.
I think it was embarrassing to talk about these issues in the past. There was a shame attached to addiction or to mental illness. There was a stigma attached to it. If there was somebody in your family dealing with it, it wasn't something you would volunteer to others. Now that's changing now, and I think a lot of it has to do with the attitude of young people. They realize that these issues of addiction and mental health are just too important to keep quiet about.
Overdose, whether it's fatal or not, affects literally every walk of the community. There's so many people here from all different age groups and even out of Oakville, so it really shows that overdose is a prominent issue that is affecting so many people. There's someone on every street in every city that has experienced it or has lost someone, and it just really shows that there's a lot of lives being lost to such a tragedy that's preventable, and that the community can really step up and do something to change that.
And while tonight's event did attract people of all ages and all walks of life to Oakville's town square, it really drove home the fact that when you looked around this crowd, it was full of young people, and it just goes to show exactly how much power today's youth have when they can get together, get organized, and get out and try and get things done.
Well, I think this evening really, drives home the point that the younger generation is dealing with some issues that perhaps my generation didn't have to, but in a sense they're dealing with it in a better way. These kids are prepared to stand up in public. These kids are prepared to talk about it very, very openly. And it's like any other political issue. If the public talks about it, politicians will act. So in effect, the young people here that spoke today are really starting to force the government's hand to make them to address these issues of mental health and addiction.
And now if you'd like more information about Resiliency for Recovery, you can check out their website. It's www.resiliencyorrecovery.com. Reporting from Oakville Town Square, I'm Pierce Lang for Alton Insider.